This is a box of wall mounting accessories for the EGO line of electric garden and home tools. Specifically, it's a mount for the blowers and a set of battery mounts. I received this from the Amazon Vine review program for free to review. They have not paid me for my review and they have no editorial control over what I say. So in the box you get one leaf blower mount, and this is dual purpose. So I have the 530, which has the flat side, so I'm going to mount this part upright and it'll mount in there. If you have one of the other models that have kind of the round notch, you mount it this way and it fits over that round notch there. These guys are for the batteries, and the basic idea is you screw one of these to your wall and then the battery latches over the top of it and just sticks to the wall there. And it includes here 3 long screws, which I assume are for the leaf blower mount because it has a little more width there. And then 7, so they give you 1 extra here, shorter screws, which I assume are for the battery mounts. They also include a thing here. It says it's patent designed, and they talk about, you know, mounting it vertically or horizontally based on which leaf blower you have. So here's the bottom of the leaf blower, and you can see how this mount just goes right up and clips in right there, so you can lift the leaf blower off of the mount. And it's, you know, the shape here is perfectly matched to the shape of the bottom of the leaf blower. So that's all there is. You put in 2 screws and it's mounted. I happen to have this pegboard right next to here, so it's a little bit lower than the pegboard. The leaf blower still goes on just fine. I need to use 2 hands to lift it off because there's a little bit of extra stress here because it's not perfectly straight, but you know, it's not bad at all. Alright, these EGO battery wall mounts work in basically the exact same way. The battery has a little notch in it. These guys just slide up in there. So you put them on the wall, set your battery on, it just sits there, and you lift it back up. Now, there is only maybe 1/8 of an inch gap here, so your wall is going to have to be flat for at least the width of the battery for that to work for your wall. And the provided screws go about 3/4 to an inch into the wall past this point here. So my recommendation for placing this is you put your battery on it, you're holding a screw in here, you kind of hold it right where you want it, and you push that screw and scrape the wall with it so you can see where to put it in. So you put it in with just the top screw, and realistically, you know, 1 screw is pretty good to hold these batteries. But then you can put a level on it, twist it a little bit if you want this thing to be perfectly level. If you don't have a level, you can just put your battery on it and kind of twist the battery till you have it how you want it to look, and then you put in the other 2 screws. You know it's a good kit when they give you 1 extra screw for each thing you might drop. So these 2 batteries are just about as close together as I want them, with enough room between them to, you know, pretty much grab either of the batteries and pull it off while the other one's there. So, you know, I guess my recommended spacing here is just about 4 inches. That's, you know, a little, probably closer to 3.5 inches. I think if you do 4 inches, you get a little bit more space between the batteries. So these are the 7.5 amp hour batteries, and it has no problem holding that. And if you have a 10 amp hour battery, it would hold that too. But you know, of course, it works with the smaller batteries as well. Yeah, I think I'm more excited about the battery mounts than the leaf blower mount here. So yeah, if you have an EGO leaf blower you want to get up off the floor, or some batteries you want to get up off the floor, this is a nice kit.